The future of warfare is here and it's robotic. From AI-driven drones to autonomous weapons, machines are now shaping battlefields worldwide, including in Ukraine. AI weapons are rewriting modern combat. Let me break this down for you. Ukraine is rolling out dozens of AI-powered systems for its drones. These systems help the drones find and hit targets on the battlefield without a pilot. These AI systems basically allow low-cost drones carrying explosives to locate and fly to their targets, even in areas where signals are jammed. Remember, jamming makes it harder for manually piloted drones to function effectively. Therefore, the move towards using AI, especially for targeting and flight control, is an important new aspect of the technology battle that started when Russia first sent troops to Ukraine in February 2022. Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister has said of drone AI systems, and I'm quoting here, there are currently several dozen solutions in the market from Ukrainian manufacturers. They are being purchased and delivered into the armed forces and other defense forces, quote unquote. In fact, she also said they were currently being used in a targeted way in special operations. Automated drone systems are in high demand among soldiers who are basically searching for ways to beat the rapidly increasing use of electronic warfare on the battlefield. For the unversed, electronic warfare systems essentially create a protective dome around the location. And how do they do that, you ask? By sending out powerful signals that basically disrupt the communication between the drones and their pilots. This is called jamming. And it causes the drone pilots to lose control of the craft and miss their target eventually. These systems, once only used to protect the highest value pieces of equipment, have become a common feature in trenches as well as on regular vehicles used by soldiers as they try to protect themselves from drones, especially FPV drones or first-person view drones. FPV drones are drones that allow the pilot to see what the drone sees in real time. This is achieved by putting on board camera that sends live video to the pilot. These small and cheap drones, originally built for civilians, have become the most commonly used strike drone on the battlefield. Both Ukraine and Russia have ramped up the production into the millions per year. The only issue here is jamming. So now Ukraine, it seems, has found a way around that, using artificial intelligence. Officials say that AI-operated first-person view drones could achieve hit rates of around 80%. Experts say that we should not be surprised if both sides rely heavily on automation in the next phase of the war. Currently, it is not that widespread. Currently, what we are seeing is small-scale application. Multiple tech companies are now racing against time to make a product that uses computer vision. It's a type of AI technology meant to guide strike drones towards their target. How will this work? The software will allow a pilot to select a target via the drone's camera, at which point the drone completes the rest of the flight into it autonomously. As you can tell by now, AI is already shaping the battlefield, and it's not just Ukraine, by the way. Even China is racing to develop an AI tool for military use. According to Reuters news agency, top Chinese research institutions linked to the Chinese military have used Meta's publicly available model to develop an AI tool for potential military applications. In the month of June, 6 Chinese researchers from 3 institutions, including 2 connected to the People's Liberation Army, presented their work reportedly on a military-focused AI tool called ChatBit. They used an earlier version of Meta's 13B language model and added their own parameters to create ChatBit. This tool is designed to basically gather and process intelligence, providing accurate information for military decision-making. The researchers optimized ChatBit for dialogue and question-answering tasks in the military. They found that ChatBit outperformed some other AI models, which were about 90% as capable as OpenAI's ChatGPT-4. However, they did not explain how they measured performance or whether the AI model is currently in use. Now, experts who study China's use of new technologies say that this research shows, for the first time, that PLA experts are systematically exploring open source language models, especially those from Meta, for military applications. Meta has openly released many of its AI models. But just because they are public does not mean there are no restrictions on their use. In fact, services with more than 700 million users must obtain a license from the company. Its terms also prohibit use of the models for military, warfare, nuclear industries or applications espionage and other activities subject to US defense export controls. It also prohibits its use for the development of weapons intended to incite and promote violence. However, because Meta's models are public, the company has limited ways of enforcing those provisions. In a statement to Reuters, a Meta spokesperson said, and I'm quoting, "In the global competition on AI, the alleged role of a single and outdated version of an American open source model is irrelevant when we know China is already investing more than $1 trillion to surpass the US on AI. China's defense ministry has so far not commented on the developments. Neither have any of the institutions or researchers of Chatbit. In fact, some observers say China's strides in developing indigenous AI, including setting up scores of research labs, have already made it difficult to keep the country from narrowing the tech gap with the United States. Ultimately, the takeaway is that a global arms race is underway, one that involves the use of AI in warfare, one that will see the rise of war machines or robots that can make decisions on the battlefield. It raises serious questions, not only moral, ethical, legal questions, but also questions that we may not even know how to ask yet, as we don't know what the future really holds, what lies ahead. One thing, though, is clear. As machines begin to make life or death decisions, the question remains, are we ready to face the consequences? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.